What you can see is a view from up from Dover Hill, looking over Dover. I don't really know how much of it will fit in because it's obstructed by the trees, but today is a very special adventure because I'm taking you to see one of the most amazing castles of the UK. Ton ton ton! This Dover Castle, which is up on the hill overlooking. It is absolutely spectacular. There's a fierce debate on, is this the largest castle of England or is it Windsor Castle? But I read up on it, and whilst Windsor is the largest inhabited castle, this one is largest by territory. So let's go and explore it. There's much more to it than what you can see from here, and I'll try to cram in as much as possible. Just a warning, I might split this video in two because I have a feeling that it will be a long wandering. Now before we go in, I just wanted to show you that the sea is just there, and we will get to see more of it once we are in. Let's have a look again here. This one is called the Constable's Gate, and it's from the Middle Ages. It was built between 1220 and 1227, and it is the largest medieval residential gatehouse in any English castle, and that's not debatable. This is the main castle entrance, and it was the residence of the constable. He was also the Lord Warden of the Songport. I talked more about that in the video about Walmer Castle, so if you've not seen it yet, go check that one out. Let's go in. If you know me, you will know that I can't help myself not to include beautiful flowers, and I think this is a lovely view. And also the moat around it, nice and deep. And the view overlooking the sea. And let's go in. Oh, just one sec. I spotted this. So we must have a look. The little hit, oopsie dear. There was a big gap there and I didn't notice, almost fell over. Okay, can we see the sea? Okay, the light is playing with me, but there we go. How cool is that? There's more of these slit windows on the other side. They were a good way to keep protected, be able to shoot out and have ventilation and all sorts of other uses. I'm not getting very far because I keep spotting interesting bits that I want to show you. It is a Saturday when I am visiting, and obviously it is one of the days when most people can make it. So I've already bumped into a massive American tour group, but I hope it's still gonna be a manageable adventure. Oh, look at that. And the lovely elderly couple. Okay, that's the gate we came through. And as I was saying, this is part of the residence of the Deputy Constable, which got modernized over the centuries to make it more convenient and inhabitable. That would be the entry door, but we are not allowed in. Okay, we can see it in almost all entirety, looking beautiful. And I still want to go and have a peek over the sea. Okay, we have a perfect view from here over a part of the town and the harbor, the cargo bay, and there's also a cruise ship. Let me zoom in a bit. And then you can see the wall all around protecting it, and from here you can't see it, but it's almost like doorway, if you can call it that. The English Channel. This is one of the busiest ferry ports, I think, in the world, if I remember correctly. And it's famous for loads more other things. Some cannons and cannonballs. And back to part of the castle. I will come back here later because there's newer things in here and the older stuff is up there, so let's go that way. Getting further up. The sky is amazing again today. There's lots of beautiful oxeye daisies on the side. There's a green area here on which probably over time there were small buildings serving as storerooms and I don't know, things for all sorts that they needed around the castle. Dum dum dum. Let's get through another one. And we are heading towards the middle of it. There's a shop there. That's cool, isn't it? Okay, I'll show you some aerial photos of it so you can have a better idea. This is something I can't do, so I don't have a drone. But we are at the Inner Bailey of the castle, and this was built in the mid-12th century by Master Mason Morris for King Henry II. Now before I go in, I want to walk around it, show it to you, and also tell you a little bit about its history, the buildings around it, and there we go. Are you fitting in the frame? Okay, I just wanted to capture this because the sun is just above it. It's almost midday now. That's so cool. Now I have mentioned that the Bailey has been built in the mid-12th century, but it's believed that the site may have been fortified with earthworks in the Iron Age or even earlier, before the Romans invaded in 43. And then later on different bits were added to it. During the Roman era we have the lighthouse. Actually they built two. one here and one down by the sea. And the one that survives, I'm gonna show you a bit later and tell you about it then. Okay, moving on to Saxon and early Roman times. After the famous Battle of Hastings in 1066, William the Conqueror and his forces marched to Westminster Abbey for his coronation, but on getting there they took a detour which included Dover as well, and it really attracted his attention and gave an order for new fortifications to be added to it after he conquered it. And after that, in 1088, 8 knights were appointed under 10 years to guard Dover Castle. A lot of these constructions were done in clay, which of course wouldn't last and would collapse. So, as I mentioned before, what we see today has started during the reign of Henry II, and that's the recognizable shape we can still see today. And in the coming centuries, loads of things happened. They always tried to get in. If they managed to penetrate the walls, they were unable to get into the castle and take it. And yeah, there was a lot of to and fro about it all. I like one particular incident which happened during the English Civil War, when in 1642 the supporters of the parliamentarians, they took the castle without a shot being fired. Knowing that the castle was lightly guarded, a local merchant called Richard Dawkes, accompanied by 10 men, scalded the cliffs and attacked the porter's lodge. They got the keys and they entered the castle before the garrison was summoned. So I think this was a pretty cool happening. I thought I'll mention it. Then later on, a lot happened during the Napoleonic Wars, and much later during the World Wars, and especially the Second World War, it played a very important role. And I'm gonna take you to that bit a bit later, and hopefully we'll get to see the tunnels as well. Now let's go and see what's inside here. The Great Tower. Tom, tom, tom. Oh, beautiful. I just discovered that I have a fascination with windows and nooks and crannies. Okay, a chapel. This part is busier, so avoiding people is not the easiest. Oh, let's sneak. What's down there? Aha! A little peek outside. We came around there. Ta-da. More leg workouts for me today. And this is a rainwater tank. The rainwater from the roof was collected to supplement the main supply from the well, which I'm going to show you later. And the tank was lined with lead at the time. Imagine that. And they had no idea what they're doing and how dangerous lead is. And we are in one of the little chambers where probably some of the knights would have had their dinner. There's a crossbow, some helmets. It's cool. Can we see it like this? Dum, dum, dum. Some fancy doors with ironwork decoration. And here's the well I mentioned before. The contraption to pull it up, because it is a very, very deep well. Don't forget, we are on the top of a hill. And if I remember correctly, oops, just banged my head. It is 85 meters deep. Times that by 2 plus to imagine it in a different way. Can we? I would be curious to know if there's still water. And I just spotted this cool lock on the pills to draw the water, and jars to store it. And we are in the Great Hall. There's still some faint drawings on the walls. Oops. Oh dear. I need to pay attention. I just can't keep my eyes both on the camera and where I'm stepping. But there we go. If you want to go and sit on the throne, you can do that. Some pretty cool tapestries going around, telling stories of things that happened. And suddenly we are under invasion. A ton of people have just descended. So I'm gonna hide. Another one of those slit windows, and not much else here. What I find interesting here is that there's no beautiful decorative woodwork on the ceiling. It's just the bricks.
Let's go this way. See.
Okay, let's go into the next chamber. Huh. Okay, this is the bed chamber. Same with the ceiling. A chest. Probably Bibles, candles. And behind the curtains, I'm sure there's some little secret bits. And is this the... Ah, okay, where they kept the armors and everything else that they needed. A chainmail shirt is pretty cool. Look at that. Okay, there's the bed. Chests, swords. Oh, that I like. It has Henry's name on it. A large fireplace, table with 2 large chairs, Game of Drafts, closets, and the light is not helping. What's in here? Looks like a scribe station. Yep. Several writing desks and stuff. Ladies, that wardrobe is large enough to fit the family. Now what's in here? Oh, just a room. These are cool. I like ironwork on wood. Okay, we can see the room better from here. And now we're going down some windy stairs. And I better pay attention. Oops! I'm always surprised. I have short feet and the steps are always large for me. Okay, we are not allowed that way, so we need to go up again. Hello! Another one! But if in, you can see down onto the town and harbor. And another bit where we are not allowed. It looks pretty cool to me. Just trying to show you the windiness of it. More passageways. Ooh. It doesn't echo. And it led to this. And this. You could go to the left, I assume, but we can't. Need to go back and continue up to the roof. More climbing. And you're out on the roof. Ta-da! And back onto the amazing views. I can see people on the beach. It is a beautiful day. We should enjoy it. Also, remember that? That's where we came in, that's where the main gate was. The residence of the warden. And we exited through that door. And I'll just show you how much there is here on the roof. About that much. Beautiful blue sky today. I like seeing the different types of rocks that they have constructed into the structure. Oh dear, somebody is tired. Look at that one. It's pretty cool. Okay, from here we can see a lot. Let's go to the outer parts. The gateway, the entry to Ymmeland. And here you can see a part of the wall and one of the gates and more buildings. Now that one there, that's the Church of St. Mary de Castro, and next to it, what was turned into a belfry, is the original Roman lighthouse. I'll tell you more about it when we get close to it. But it's pretty cool. And then you can see in the distance, that's a ferry boat going out to Tour de France. I have done that journey and it's pretty cool. And let's have a look at the buildings. These buildings were the barracks. Oh, I love being high up, looking at the world from above. Those of you who watch my videos regularly know that I like to climb up ever that comes my way. Or any tall building where we're allowed to do so. It's pretty cool, honestly, just admiring the world from a different perspective. And there's more to be seen on here. This is the northwestern part, and I think this bit was the Treasurer's Tower. No, it is the one we can't see from the corner of the building, and the other one is the Godspell Tower, which then we can see cannons of defense and all the different bits and bobs that all served their purpose. And now we must descend once again back amongst the mortals. Ooh, more spinnery rows. And some more. And the hidden passage where we are not allowed. And some more. I've been coming down for a few minutes now. And I found a chamber. Oh. Okay. There's some bread and candles. I assume this was the kitchen. And some barrels. They did like their wine and beer. And the pantry cabinet. And we are in the dining room. Now this one does have the wooden, come on, work. There we go. We can see it better now. With the shields of, I'm not sure, either different knights or counties. I've got no idea. That's where the king would sit, or the Lord Orden, and everybody else to his left and right. Fireplace. And let me show you something you might find gruesome.
It's good, yeah.
A wild boar's head, which was very usual on a feast table. We have a lot of information about this, especially from the time of King Henry VIII. He was especially fond of that. And I think this is leading to another bedchamber. Okay. A communal one. Oh, and And I found something that I really like. Just that. How cool is that?
If you go on up to the roof, cross the roof, and down the other side, blah blah blah, you would be done.
Just including this because I really like it. You can see how the bed solution was implemented. The ropes under the mattress. And a really cool water jug. And more stairs. It's just people started talking into too loudly into my video, so I'm moving on. You didn't really signpost things properly, so okay, this is another I don't know, I can't really see dressing room, but it is where the armors and swords and chainmail shirts. Okay, let's just go close to you. Look at that. Boy, it's heavy. I wouldn't want to wear one of them and run up and down those stairs. Imagine that. Let's have a quick look at the helmet. Sword. And then more up there. And some of the tools to do the fixings and adjustments, because one wasn't fitting all. Now what's in here? Oh, this is where the real kitchen is. Look at those hunks of meat. How nice. And massive things to cook food. Wow. And of course they try to do like a reenactment of what you would hear going on here. Saxophone swords. Around the cellar bit. With all the different barrels. The size of these pots is humongous. Just in this one I'm showing you, it was grand on camera, but I'm telling you that you could fit about 8 of me in it, chopped up. They could also have some fun whilst waiting for something to finish. And of course, the drying of clothes close to where it was warm. This is cool. I quite like the spot. It's, well, I have a crazy imagination usually, but I think it's helpful to see something reconstructed. Now here we have a massive bread oven. You could put loads and loads of loaves of bread and other yum-yums to bake at the same time. There are some samples on the tables. And we are out. Well, this was pretty cool. And as there's a lot more to see, I will end part 1 here, because I'm not even sure how long this has stretched on. I'm pretty sure it's over half an hour. So I do want to give you a break, but make sure you look out for part 2, because that's gonna be interesting as well. Thanks for watching, have a lovely day, bye!